Good evening. Thank you for allowing me to come into your home and give you a speech for my class. Tonight I'm going to talk to you about Elizabeth Lucas Pinckney. She was one of the first important female agriculturists of the United States and achieved much of her success as a single mother. Eliza Lucas was born in 1722, was the daughter of a British Army officer, and grew up in the Caribbean islands of Antigua. She attended finishing school in London, where she studied music, French, and other feminine topics of that era, but her favorite subject was always botany. Her family moved to South Carolina when she was very young, and unfortunately at the age of 16 her mother died. Shortly after that, her father was called back into service in the West Indies, and Eliza was left to care for not only her younger siblings, but also to take charge of her father's three plantations in the Charleston area. She realized that growing textile industries was creating world markets for new dyes. In 1739, she began cultivating and creating improved strands of the indigo plant, of which blue dye is derived. In 1745 to 1746, only about 5,000 pounds of indigo were exported from the Charleston area. But due to Eliza Pinckney's success, that volume grew to 130,000 pounds within 2 years. And at the age of 22, she married Charles Pinckney. He was a judge and local politician and traveled quite frequently. Though he supported Eliza in her endeavors and through her agricultural experiments, she was left still in charge of the household and the plantations. She gave birth to 4 children in 5 years. Shortly after that, her husband passed away. She invested the money she earned from exporting indigo into her children's education. There she began experimenting with the tabula rasa theories of John Locke. He had the idea that a person's mind at birth is thought to be a blank slate upon which personal experiences create a lasting impression and cultivate them into the people they are going to become. This progressive education that Eliza gave to her children enabled them to play major roles in the American Revolution and in the government of the newly formed United States of America. Her son Charles was one of the signers of the U.S. Constitution, and another one of her sons was a minister to Spain. Eliza Lucas Pinckney was a single mother who had a major impact on agriculture in the colonial years and raised children who had an impact on the history of our nation. She passed away in Philadelphia in 1793, where George Washington, the United States' first president, was a pallbearer at her funeral. In 1989, Eliza Lucas Pinckney was the first woman inducted into the South Carolina Business Hall of Fame for her contribution to agriculture.